Guys, what are the two greatest challenges when it comes to spiritual maturity? They're these. Number one, how do you change what you love? Most guys do not become stunted in their spiritual growth because they are lazy. They become stunted because they are idolatrous. The guys I know are industrious when it comes to pursuing the things that they love. The problem is they love other things more than Jesus. And so Jesus keeps getting pushed down on their list, and all the other stuff gets done, but growing in the likeness of Jesus is left undone. So how do you actually change what you love? That's the first challenge. The second greatest challenge for spiritual growth is how do you humble your pride? When I was growing up, I had a hound dog, and this dog ate everything. It ate the dog food I set out for it. It also ate whatever trash or rubbish it found in the yard, in the garage, anywhere. And pride is a lot like that. Have you ever noticed how pride, it will feast off anything? Take your best deed. So you go out, you serve someone, and your intention is holy and it's good. You just want to help them. But as soon as you're finished, what happens? All of a sudden, your pride consumes that good deed and uses it to increase and amplify your ego. And so now you become proud and vain and self-righteous when you started to do good because you wanted just to help somebody. So how do you actually humble pride when it will feast and grow off anything? Those are the two big questions. Now, as Christians, we have a secret weapon to change our heart and to humble our pride, and that's the cross. You know, the wonder of the cross is that it enables us to see two things that otherwise are all but invisible to our eyes. First, it enables us to see the glory of God. How do you actually change what you love so you love Jesus more than career or fitness or fun or entertainment or even family? Guys, you've got to catch a glimpse of something that is utterly captivating. And the most glorious object of all is the glory of God. And what happens when you behold the cross is it's like a prism that refracts the glory of God so that that light that otherwise would be invisible radiates with color and beauty and is gripping. That's what the cross does. But the cross also enables us to see something else. It enables us to see just how sinful our heart really is. And so that as we look at the cross, we behold and are captivated by the beauty and glory of God. But equally, that pride, which is so difficult to humble, guys, guess what? We see it for what it is. And we feel deflated, and we feel ashamed, and we feel guilty, and we appreciate how wicked our sin is. And that's what causes us to go to the feet of Jesus to seek the grace and the righteousness that we could never have on our own. So guys, in view of that, what is our first challenge going to be? Here's our first challenge. Over the next 4 weeks, you are going to memorize the hymn, When I Survey. Now, your assignment for this first week is going to be the first stanza. And the reason I'm giving you this challenge is that there is no other hymn or poem or honestly condensed statement that so beautifully depicts both the object of glory seen in Jesus at the cross and also the method by which our hearts are transformed. And so this first stanza, When I Survey the Wondrous Cross, on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride. Guys, don't just memorize, meditate on it, think about it. When I survey, for Isaac Watts, the writer, to survey something was not to glance at it and to then become distracted. It was to sustain a gaze upon an object. When I survey, when I pause in my life and look intentively or intentionally, intensively at the cross, when I survey. In the other word, guys, the wondrous cross. You know, Isaac Watts, he wrote a book on what we would think of as the emotions. And he talks about wonder. And for him, wonder was something that was startling. It's something that you never came across, such that if you saw it, you couldn't help but all of a sudden pause and think, wait a second, what's going on? And what he's saying is, when I survey the wondrous cross, nothing like the cross has ever been seen in the history of the human race. And if just for a moment you see it, guys, the stuff that could never be changed otherwise, the deep heart work begins to get done. So guys, in this month, we're going to be thinking about what it means to be a captivated man. And we're going to be using When I Survey to help captivate our hearts so we are enthralled and enamored with the splendor of holiness. And if our hearts change, guys, guess what? A whole lot's going to change with them. All right, guys, get it done.